Needs a right anyway, so it don't matter.
Pull it closer to you?
No.
Right. Hello, everyone. Monday it is. Hey, guys. I'm going to see if I can invite them from my phone instead of from up there. Oh, gotta be from there. You know, I always give you guys some time to tune in. So,
Hey, do that,
tune in. I'm going to invite people to tune in. When I invite people to tune in, it literally I just be clicking, okay? Because I don't want anybody to take it personal that I, invited one and not the other. Or if you don't want me to invite you on the live, I sincerely apologize because maybe you have other things going on. So, because I know if I'm not mistaken, when you invite people to the live, this pops up like on the screen.
Like an alert?
Yeah. So my apologies if you guys have something going on.
In the Facebook app? It won't pop up as a whole notification? Oh,
okay. No.
Oh, because I don't have Facebook.
Yeah, so my apologies to those who I invite that would rather not be invited to my lives. I'm sorry. But to those who I do invite, I just click on names that pop up to invite you into our lives today. Y'all know this is Tia and Boss Speaks, and today's topic, what we're starting off with is having patience with your spouse. That has been a topic from one of my viewers for the past, she's been trying to get us to talk about that for the past 2-3 weeks now. So I'm just giving some people some time to tune in, I would constantly be repeating the topic throughout the topic because I know some people join in after a while. So again, today's topic is about patience with your spouse. Should you guys start or should we start?
I was going to ask you, patience in terms of what? To me, the most difficult thing is having patience in areas where you and your partner don't excel at. Like if me and you suck at communication, it's much more difficult for me to execute patience with you in terms of that. So if that's where you want to start or how you want to start, first, how do you define patience? When should you be given patience? Things like that. That's how you want to start.
Okay. So, patience with your spouse, you're actually viewing right now. So give us a little more details about it. Like patience with your spouse in terms of what?
So to me, I feel like if I'm going to give someone or execute patience with someone, is that I see them working towards getting better.
Right. I wouldn't give you patience in an area where I see you're not even trying.
Right. So if I'm going to be patient, it's obviously an area you lack and vice versa. This doesn't just have to be a man and woman thing. I'm giving patience in an area you lack, and I'm hoping that you take my patience as some sense of positivity.
That you're trying at least, or okay, he's working with me here, so let me try.
But it's just certain things I have no patience for. I want to make sure we start out the gate like that. I have no patience for the stupid shit.
How long should you be patient with your spouse?
It depends. It all depends on what area and the work.
Exactly. So let me speak on something a little more direct to that. How long should you be patient with your spouse? What I'm coming off with that is, for instance, if I'm not working and you're working. You're busting your ass. We've been together for a year or two now. You're coming home. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I'm not doing shit. You're basically coming home to the same exact way you left it. I do not expect you to have an abundance of patience for me or with me. I don't expect that. And if you happen to start looking elsewhere, I would thoroughly understand that as a woman. No, I'm saying like this is not, we're not speaking about me and you.
I know, I'm just saying that won't happen with women.
Right. No, but I'm just saying that's the type of thing that I would think of with having patience with your spouse. Like, how long can I have patience with you if you're not working, you're not doing shit with yourself, you're not trying to help me, I'm doing everything by myself. From my perspective, if that is the case, I don't know how long I would have patience.
I disagree because I
with
feel
that
like
type of stuff.
Me, and let's see that situation, I wouldn't even give that type of patience towards somebody that gets to that point. Normally, the person that got their shit together won't do that. If I'm not working, I'm not gonna sit home all day and not do nothing. So you know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying.
But there is people like that. That'll be like, you know what? So you know, like with women sometimes or men sometimes, they'll be like, shorty not working right now, I'm gonna hold it down. All right, he not working right now, I'm gonna hold it down. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. So and the person is really not doing nothing because that's what they're used to.
6 to 8 months.
You got to get
That's how long it should take somebody to find a job. 6 to 8 months.
Or at least put in effort that you're trying.
6
I need to see you
months. I just told you. 6 to 8 months.
He said
somebody wrote, 6 to 8 months. Exactly. Somebody wrote to what you were saying, as long as you wanted to work. I disagree.
You would have patience for as long as you want to work?
I disagree.
Yeah, me too.
I want shit to work forever. That don't mean I'm going to have patience forever.
Right.
I'm giving you 6 to 8 months with the job thing. Now, with your attitude and how you are as a person, hoping you'll change, I'll give you way more time for that because I understand it's difficult to change how you are.
Mm-hmm.
That is difficult. You get way more time. But the job and not doing what you're supposed to do in the house shit, 6 to 8 months.
Right. And I need to see you actually putting in effort. Like not
even
when
if you are.
Home. Right.
6 to 8 months.
But not when I come home, you tell me, oh, I went out and I tried to go look for a job today.
And I'm going to explain why.
And you laying in a bed? You don't got no gear on that you just went and looked for a job or tried to do anything.
Right.
So 6 to 8 months, I think that's a decent time frame.
I say that because if your finances are correct, you should try to save to where you could pay all of your bills for at least 6 months without an income. Mm-hmm. That's the way you're supposed to think in terms of emergency. That's why I said 6 to 8 months.
No, yeah.
I'm only prepared to have 6 months. Exactly. 6 to 8. Depending on if the sex is good and you're doing a little good things and you're cooking, all right, cool. 6 to 8 months.
But that's what I'm saying. The home, not working, not doing nothing, me having patience for a spouse that's a slouch is minimal to none.
But you see,
and feelings are there, yes, but of course. But it's like, damn.
Somebody wrote, damn what? 6 to 8 months?
That's too short, too long. What?
I found work in less than 2 or 3 months.
Weeks.
Yes, so if you really want, and I'm not, and this is what I'm saying, make sure I'm gonna say this too. There are times when I took a job that I really didn't want just for income and still work to find a better job. That's why I say 6 to 8 months. But also touch on patience in terms of other things.
There was a time in our relationship where he lost his job and I didn't know because he started working immediately. Like it was like he probably had a day or two off. And I didn't even notice it because he was back at work just that fast. So to me, it seemed like the day he must have lost his job, he had to been out to go look for another one.
It wasn't like 2 days. It was like 3 to 4 weeks.
Well, I didn't know.
Between those 3 to 4 weeks, I was getting up every day going to find a job. I wasn't just sitting at home.
Right.
I don't want to make it seem like
I didn't notice it.
No, not at all. But there's other things to be patient with as well. You have to be patient with someone's growth in a relationship as well. I had to learn the hard way too.
So true.
Just because I'm growing at this rate, I can't be mad or expect my spouse to grow at that same rate with me. You have to be patient. Sometimes you're gonna grow faster than your spouse. Sometimes she's gonna grow faster than you.
And speaking of that, I feel like when you're being patient with your spouse's growth, you have to take account of what they might be trying to grow
into.
Yes, because like for instance, you probably already felt like, you need to grow within yourself. You probably already did that. So now it's like, all right, cool. Financially, I want to grow. Okay, now cool. I I want to change this and I want to grow here. But me, I'm currently working on myself. I'm trying to change my attitude overall. Like my attitude is bitchy, my attitude is nasty, my attitude is this, my attitude is that. I want to focus on me first. I want to get better with not being that person, because when you're so negative things come your way. So let me focus on getting to be more in a positive mode or a little more often than I am negative. Now that may take time. Okay, cool. Now I'm done doing that. Now I want to focus on finances. But now you already excelled or passed. Right. You focus on finances and you doing what you need to do with, like, okay, this is how I want to do the bill. This is where I want to go. But I wasn't on that. So I wasn't even thinking about saving for that bill.
But that's when, doing things with that bill. When communication comes into play, because even though there were times when I was on a different page than you, I still led you to the direction I was going. It wasn't like I went pitch black. You don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Right. Yo, this is what I'm doing. You with this now? You're not right there. Cool. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. So I laid the foundation down. But I read this comment that just got me going crazy. Somebody wrote, "I have a lot of patience. You on your own." You on your own. I don't have a lot of patience. I got children. I don't have too much patience for adults.
Yeah, like it's definitely difficult to have a lot of patice for adults. It is, because having a lot of patience for your kids is completely different.
Yeah, so I hope you're talking about with your kids, because that's cool. Yeah, with y'all adults, I don't got much patience.
Yeah, that'd be a little.
Somebody wrote, "Gotta have understanding to have a patience." That's true, but this is my thing with patience. Don't allow that to turn into something toxic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Good. Like, yo, if I got patience, there's a limit to my patience. Like, I'm going to give you chances. I'm going to work with you, but there's going to be a limit to it, because sometimes people will abuse that.
And not only will they abuse put a limit to patience. That person with that's having the patience will be that where it'll get toxic and start throwing out. And every time you argue, spitting in your face what they've done for you, what they did, when they did, how they did. What you doing? Where you going? How you know what I mean?
That's not somebody I would be in a relationship with. I definitely would I don't want to be in a relationship where someone is picking back. This is what I did. This is what I. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times when I'm going to make it clear the things that I've done to prove a point, but I'm never going to throw in the face like you should be doing. No. I had to learn.
Again, I personally feel about that, and we're not getting off a topic. When you do something for people and you throw it in their face, what you done, you didn't do that because you genuinely wanted to do that. You did that probably because you needed to, or to prove a point, or to make them feel less than you.
Both and both. Somebody wrote, "Not all people do that when they lose patience." That's true. I say, like, look, if I'm doing something heartfelt, I don't want anything in return. But there are times when I'm doing things not for something into return, but for you to know, like, yo, this person does do that. I'm not asking for much in return, but I also want you to remember what the fuck I was showing.
There is times where I also do things because I want you to follow my lead. The topic is patience in your relationships. The topic is having patience with your spouse or your partner. Yeah, that's the topic, guys. The topic is having patience with your spouse or your partner. But like I was just saying, there's times where I do stuff because, I would like want you to follow my lead. But you got to understand too, when you're living with your spouse, you're of a different sex. You get what I'm saying? So certain things as a man, you probably wouldn't even think of, and vice versa. You get what I'm saying? Like certain things with you'll probably be like, oh, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't even think about that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like some people do make purchases or do certain things in a relationship, not to prove a point, but to, okay, I need you to follow that. Oh, okay, you did. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even think about that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, as far as having patience with your spouse, patients do get abused a lot. Like, a lot. I feel like
what's one thing you think I've abused in terms of your patience with me?
Give me some time to think on that. Okay. Because you're really good.
So I'm going to read one of these comments. Somebody wrote, "People do abuse patience." That is true. That's why I say you should have a limit to it. Another comment is, "I agree. You treat people how you want to be treated. When you start treating them how they treat you." That is true. That's why I always say, like, yo, if I'm going to execute patience, I'm going to have a limit. Everything I do is going to have a limit to it. Just to let you know, like, you can't abuse it.
We have a comment from YouTube as well. T Black, "Do shit from the heart, not the pocket."
That's easier said than done. I agree with that, but not in all of its context. Some shit you got to do from the pocket. Some shit you got to do from the pocket. But if it's somebody I really care for and it's diet to them, I'm not going to expect anything in return. The only thing I want is that respect. Like, don't try to play me, son. Like, if I held you down at one time when you was down, I would never throw that up to you. If I paid for you to get in a spot, or a nigga took my clothes, or I asked nigga for clothes or any money, cool. Just don't play me. That's it. You know what I mean? Shit like that is what I say. Another comment is, I will have patience as long as I see progress. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's patience. Good. If I see progress, yeah, you're gonna become more patient. That's what I said.
Some people take more time to grow. That's true.
You can't put a limit on somebody's growth or their path how to. It's all on their actions when you're being patient.
Right.
Like I think that's what I said, right?
Exactly.
Somebody wrote, I have zero patience. Lord have mercy. Well, you ain't gonna get too far, boy. Somebody wrote, when you love someone, how you know when your limit is? Okay, I'm gonna tell you exactly how. So somebody wrote, when you love someone, they basically asking, how do you know where your limit is? When you start getting to the point where somebody's actions are making you dislike
irritated them. Or despise
them. Or you start feeling
or
like
not want to be bothered at times. Right. Like, you might want to be bothered today and tomorrow, but then you don't want to be bothered the next day after that. It's because of those things like that you're hitting your limit. At that point, you need to start having a conversation.
Or when you feel like those person burdens are now yours and you can't even handle your own issues. That's when you know you're doing too much. Yeah. If I'm too sad because of the shit you doing, and that was fucking up my happiness, that means that limit is.
Can I answer your question?
Yeah.
It's when like we'll have like we're bickering or we're going.
So wait, what was the question again? So people can
you asked me
when was the time?
A time that I felt like I didn't have much patience with you with a situation. When we're bickering and you would just basically okay, whatever. Like in the middle of me talking, like okay, whatever. Like not even trying to hear. Like all right, you right, you got it, all right, and just don't even want to talk about it. Like now you actually hear me out, and then you actually say, oh, well, nah, I didn't even think about it like that. Or you'll be like, no, I feel like you're wrong because, and now you explain.
But now I'll let you finish? All right, cool. Now
and now you want to go. Right, or now you want to talk like shit. But before, you didn't ever. You used to be like, in the middle of me, like, saying some shit, you'll be like, all right, whatever, and just walk off. But yeah, that was one time. We got a couple of comments.
So somebody wrote, when you get in time, somebody wrote, excuse me, I'm working on it, but it's so hard, people take advantage.
Again,
yes, the person that said they have zero tolerance for patience or things like that, yeah, people do take advantage. That's why I say you got to be very picky who you give patience to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I said that's not something you just give to everyone. Like, I'm
definitely give patience to your kids, yeah, but like you don't want to.
I'm talking about adults. Like, we too old for certain type of shit. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. All right. So somebody wrote, some people take your patience as you being naive. There's a difference. That's true. But I feel like that comes into play when you're being too patient. Yeah. When somebody thinks, oh, you're naive or they're being naive with the situation, you're doing too much in terms of your patience. So, I mean, it varies. Somebody wrote, so how would you bring that to their attention? In terms of what?
How would you bring what to their attention? What exactly? I want to know.
Yeah, so that question, Erica, so how would you bring that to their attention? Bring what to their attention exactly? Once you write that question again, I'll answer that. So another comment is, passive-aggressive behavior is big in relationship nowadays. Yeah, but I think that's from like the aspects of like that social media shit. Where you could slick diss people without, well, you don't have to be accountable for your words in person. I think, let me rephrase that. Yeah. So like that passive-aggressive, because a lot of people do shit that on the internet that they won't do
in person.
Yeah. I don't like to do that at all. But I think a lot of that passive-aggressive behavior comes from the internet. Because you could just be whatever you want. And when I say the internet, I mean like all aspects of any type of social network. But that passive-aggressive shit is difficult. Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it's needed. Like, yo, you know I got an attitude. I'm not even going to let you keep getting me mad. Right. You doing some dumb shit? Yo, you know what you're doing stupid, right? Exactly. Okay, cool. That passive-aggressive is cool. But to the point where it's like now you just testing me without trying to test me, that shit is annoying. Like, that shit is annoying. Like, you see you stealing my money, and I know you stole it. It's only us in the house. Slick shit. You're using my Uber way more than you're supposed to be.
Why you gonna keep bringing that
up? I'm simply saying passive-aggressive shit. Like, you tested me. Shit like that. Now, I think women are more prone to do that. But that's just me. So somebody wrote, set ground rules. Yeah, but no matter what you do, rules get broken. In a relationship. Exactly. Rules always get broken in a relationship because love is involved, bro. Once the feelings come involved, everything go like this, son. It's no clear.
And it's difficult to set rules in a relationship because you'll set rules going into the relationship and then change your mind later on because this person might not have been what you expected them to be, or they may be more than that. And now it's like, damn, I had set this as a rule because you got to think about what you're setting ground rules on. Prior experiences. You're not going to be setting ground rules off of some shit you never experienced.
All right. Let me read what Scarlett. I think you only have patience for people I love. For instance, my children. I have patience with their dad, and it took 9 years to realize that he was missing out on it. It wasn't for my children. I wouldn't have left them behind. I think that your kids really change your perception of how much patience you'll allow. And I think, the fairy tale really plays into that too. Like a lot of people want to be with their child's father. They want to make it work. So your patience for that is because it's your dream. You want to know what I was thinking about the other day? Somebody was like, yo, when did somebody really hurt you? I was like, just not jump off topic. I said, you want to know the truth? When I put my ego aside, they didn't even hurt me. What hurt was the reality I thought of that person was not that. And it fucked up my whole reality. Because a lot of times I say she cheat or I cheat. All right, well, you're going to get a dick in you. I might fuck a pussy. That's like, but when it hurt the most is when that reality I had of you isn't that. Right. And now you got to walk a whole new reality. That shit is difficult. That's just random, but I thought about that. So somebody wrote, in a loving relationship, patience is necessary because y'all won't always agree, but hearing each other out and compromising helps a lot. But as long as y'all willing to work on it, things will work. Yeah. But I just think there's certain things that just it's just not gonna work if it doesn't.
I feel like, speaking on a prior comment, having patience with your child father, 9, cool, but having patience with a child's father and the kid is a couple months, a year. That's a dub.
What you mean?
For the kid, they're not gonna remember, bro. They're not.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
They are not. You are not. The reason why I'm saying this is because you are not gonna blatantly disrespect me, and the kid is under a year, under 2, and I'm gonna just keep being like, all right, cool. It's because you're my child's father. I'm gonna accept this because you're my child's father. I'm gonna have patience with you because you're my child's father. We're not doing that. That's out of line.
Somebody wrote, some people are passive aggressive because they're bothered and don't know how to address the situation. Yeah, but it's like it's 2019 and we all over 21, right? I'm going to assume. Miss me with that shit.
I'm not reading his comment.
Why not? I'm gonna read T Black comment. Y'all starting to look alike.
I'm not reading.
Nah, no, we don't.
No, but yeah. So the topic is
patience.
Having patience with your spouse.
So what do you do when it's an area?
Exactly, miss me too. No, for real. Like, can you imagine, like, fellas, can you imagine being in a relationship with a chick and the kid is like just under a year or probably just turned a year, and she's like, oh yeah, no, this is my baby father calling me. He want to come over or whatever the situation is, and you've been seeing her every single day, dealing with her every single day, not hearing about this dude. He don't come around. He don't do shit. She asks you for money for Pampers. You buying it, and it's not there. And then he randomly call when he feel like getting drunk or doing some dumb shit. And you really gonna be with the fact that she answered the phone like, oh, okay, yeah, he want to see the kid, or he want to come over, or you're not. It don't make sense. You shouldn't be okay with that. And if you are okay with that, you're out of line. That's craziness. Like you're not gonna be a deadbeat dad and then want to be in a kid's life when it's convenient for you, and the kid is a couple months. I don't have patience for that. We're not having patience for that. We're not doing that.
Somebody wrote, nah, with what boss said, laugh out loud. I don't have kids. Somebody wrote, I agree. That's how people are. Another comment is, it's some people who just don't know how to communicate in 2019 or not.
I agree with that.
Yeah, then that's not somebody you should be dealing with.
Right.
I'm not dealing with anybody that can't communicate.
Right.
If you still going with the dad issues and
how much patience should you have with a person that don't know how to communicate? How the fuck you gonna have patience with somebody that
none? But if you want to, and listen, stop. I don't believe that they don't know how to communicate. I just choose that they choose not to.
Right.
Because if they need money, if an opportunity presents themselves where they can excel, I guarantee they'll be more than willing to communicate.
Or if they talking to their homegirls or their homeboys, they know how to communicate.
Oh yeah,
then,
quick.
But don't know how to communicate to their spouse.
Say that shit for somebody else.
You know how to fucking communicate.
High expectation is premeditated disappointment. High expectations, premeditated disappointment.
Yeah, we spoke about expectations last week. That's true.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's definitely a fact. That's definitely.
So my question was, how do you execute patience in an area where you've never been patient? And let's say you always had your shit together.
Mm-hmm.
You never didn't work. You never was begging and being on that bum shit, and now you're dealing with somebody that is showing those type of actions. They out of work. They asking their friends for money. They're like, yeah, because you know your nigga asked me for $10 last week. How do you shit? Exactly. You see what I'm saying right now?
I'm going off of what you said. You got 6 to 8 months, nigga. You don't got your shit together by then. You have to go. Go back to your mother house. I don't have time. I'm going with what you said. That's it. You already done. That's it. I'm going with what you said. I can't. It's difficult to have patience where you don't excel. Like that's extremely difficult.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
I will try. If I genuinely love you and I see potential, yes, I will try to have patience in that particular area. But if I don't see potential, I don't see growth, I don't see you trying to do better, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna take myself out of my comfort zone and you're not even trying, you're not even showing, I don't even see potential. I would definitely try to outstep myself.
So, all right. So look, I'm gonna touch I'm gonna read these comments and then I'm gonna touch a real sensitive subject. Somebody wrote, "Don't expect," in terms of relationships and things like that. I agree with that, but sometimes you get to a place where you have to expect. Like me and Tia now to the point, I expect you to make sure you keep your money together for this, vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? And some levels you have to expect.
In the beginning, I wouldn't suggest expectations.
Yeah. But like when you get to a certain level, like yo, you know what we have to do.
Right.
I expect you to do your part.
Yeah, and I feel like that's at the time, growth, dedication.
But I don't expect too much.
Right.
Past that. Somebody wrote, "You're completely right. I will communicate and have patience if we come to agreement. What's the best for both parties?" There you go.
Mm-hmm,
I think it takes time. Let's do what's best. Somebody wrote, "There's no how. You see it, don't like it, address it." Exactly. They don't know how to communicate. Get the fuck out of here. Because a motherfucker tell you what they don't like quick. Mm-hmm. Somebody wrote, "If you love someone, you try to learn. If you never had patience, you fight for what and who you love." I agree.
I agree with that.
So look, this is my tough question, right? And I'm going to use this couple because it shows where they are in life. They're the epitome of success and they highly revered. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce numerous times. She went to marriage counseling with him, right? And she showed patience during that. Now, this is what I'm saying. I don't know if I could do that yet. I don't know if I got that kind of patience where I know you can cheat, and now we got to go and discuss your cheating, and you still might fuck up again.
See how you saying you don't know how to discuss that yet? She was never ready to discuss any of that until now with the Love Happy. That was the actual very first time that she actually exposed it publicly. And prior to that, with the Becky with the good hair, that was her actually at that point. I personally feel like she was comfortable and content with letting it be known, and that she's now past it. You are not going to be able and comfortable to talk about some shit until you already forgave and are ready to move past it.
I just brought that point up to say, like, how difficult it is to have patience.
Yeah.
Sometimes everybody it's easy when it's not you.
And she fought for who she loves.
Yeah.
Because she's still with him. She ain't give up.
Somebody wrote, "With my husband, he has patience with me when it comes to nurturing because I am hard." Somebody wrote, "Niggas cheat every day." Let me stop. Let me be clear. Everybody cheats. The notion that it's just men or it's just women is not true. I think one of the biggest issues is
why? Because he cheat every day?
No.
Nah.
But what I'm saying is, if he was able to do that to her we all gotta have a level of understanding.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like I'm dick riding Jay-Z or Beyonce, no, but we see their success, we see what they've done, we see how they are together.
And it's not just that. It's Jay-Z and it's Beyonce. So naturally in your head, you're gonna be like, how the fuck could you cheat on Jay? Or how the fuck could you cheat on B?
Him.
It's right,
it's
but
not her.
I'm just saying, how the fuck could you cheat on B?
That's what
naturally you're gonna be like,
I didn't even think that.
Like,
I ain't even think
he
that.
would never cheat because that's B. Like,
I didn't. The first thing I thought was it was somebody that was close to him.
Right.
I ain't even think, oh, that's Beyonce. Look at Halle Berry. She had like 5 husbands.
Mm-hmm.
That beauty shit is cool. That doesn't mean that's just not how men think.
But I don't take it as just off of the way she look. You know what I mean? It's more about somebody actually being on your level. Not to say it like that. It is easier to cheat on somebody that is on your level than it is that somebody that's above you. Mm-hmm. Not to say that she's not above him, but they're equally, you know what I mean?
And what I'm saying is he's around a lot of other powerful individuals. And she is too. But somebody wrote she was fucking her security guard. Oh, how do you know that?
Rumors.
No. Beyonce told you this, right? No, she called her and told her. Oh, it's hard to forgive, even when you love someone in the back of your mind. You're going to want to know what they're still doing.
See, listen. With that, let me respond to that. It is hard to forgive, even when you love someone. In the back of your mind, you're gonna want to know: are they still doing it? The thing with forgiving, it takes time. It is literally like a wound, a cut.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time. You got to get the shit stitched up first. You got to let the shit heal.
Yeah,
Neosporin.
Tia bring up shit from 3 years ago still.
Neosporin, the shit. You got to let it heal. You got to put the cocoa butter until you don't see the scar no more.
And that shit still don't work because Tia still bring up
Shut up.
Shit. And when I try
but on a serious note,
we bring the whole shit down.
No, but on a serious note, forgiving takes time. And when you forgive a person, you have to forgive yourself as well. Like you gotta, and this is not me just, I'm speaking from experience. Like you have to forgive, like you gotta communicate. You have to have that conversation. It's gonna be a difficult conversation to have, but you have to have that conversation. You have to basically, like, why did you cheat? Why did you hurt me? Understand the hurt. Like you got to understand from yourself as well. Are you hurt because he cheated or with who he cheated with? You gotta all of that. Shit. It is woman shit. But I'm really speaking some real shit because sometimes, not that it don't matter, it does. But certain things hurt more than the other. Like, okay, you cheated on me, that hurts, yes. But with this bitch, nigga, out of all bitches, like that hurts even more. So you gotta understand that, and then you also have to forgive him. And when you forgive him, you have to genuinely want to forgive him. Like if you love him and you want to fight for the relationship or whatever, however it works, you have to forgive him. But you don't just forgive a nigga. Let them work for that shit. Let them show you that they want your forgiveness. Like that's the key to healing. Like, you know what me and Bar used to say all the time? Like, damn, I'm so mad. I'm so hurt. Like, I want to talk to somebody about it, but you the one who I want to talk to, but you the one who hurt me. You remember how we used to stay saying that to each other with different things, different situations? Like, you the only person that I could talk to about my personal shit, but you the one that pissed me off or that hurt me, and I want to talk to you and only you. And eventually, we still would just talk it out. Like, you got to do shit like that sometimes.
Let me get to some of these comments. So somebody wrote, if you got to wonder if they still cheating, you shouldn't
never
be with them.
And you never forgave them. That's a fact.
Well, no. I mean, I don't... They're wondering and still thinking there's a possibility.
You're still wondering because now you lost the trust. You lost the trust from the hurt. Mm. So you're going to still wonder. But you have to forgive. And once you completely forgive the person, you're not going to be wondering those things. And you also have to have confidence. Somebody wrote, I don't agree with that. You forgive with better intentions. You can forgive and go, or forgive and stay. Either way, you can't hold grudges and expect to find peace. Exactly.
I think one of the biggest things too is like when I'm hurt, I don't even now when I get my feelings hurt, I don't look at the person who hurt my feelings. I look at what I allowed to get my feelings hurt. This is what I'm saying. That's what I mean? That's what I also mean by growth, you. Though. Exactly. You understanding yourself as well. What actually hurt you. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing, like what Ja is saying as well. Once you forgive a person, you have to genuinely want to forgive them. You can't forgive them and then be holding grudges because now y'all gonna be at a stay still.
y'all are not gonna move past that.
Let me read some of these comments. I'm gonna read a few of these, and I'm gonna jump to YouTube because they got a funny thing. Somebody wrote, and you gotta love yourself, and more so you love them, and that is true. Mm-hmm. I used to think like, damn, I need to love her more than I love myself.
No, love yourself more.
Yeah, because you can't even give somebody love like that. I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with somebody I don't trust.
Exactly.
If a person can't protect your heart, then they're not worth your love. Okay. I'm different. I think different. So somebody a comment on YouTube, not to get off topic, but I want to know, coming from a happily married, faithful male, why is it so hard to not cheat?
Before we get on that, because that comment is not going to go anywhere. We can't be jumping off and on. So we're not going to get off topic. We're going to finish completely reading these comments, and then we're going to get to that.
So another comment is, nah, bro, I'm good on a cheater because I know when I love hard, and I'm 100% in. So I can't forgive that because you could be single, do whatever you want. I would rather a nigga leave me first. I think as I got older, in terms of being a man, I understand that more than ever.
Yeah.
Like as a man, I understand that more than ever. Like I ain't even have to cheat. I could just told you I want to fuck other bitches.
That's true. But to that comment, suppose the person don't cheat the whole time y'all together. Now y'all married, but now y'all married and they cheat.
And that was
you don't up. Have right. So now you wouldn't want to forgive them, or you wouldn't want to try to work. But everybody's different. You know what I mean?
I like, again, I say I don't feel infidelity is a reason. I'm not saying
everybody's different.
Yeah, I just feel like infidelity. At times you can get past that depending on the person. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because the person, for instance, if I fuck up, I need to prove to you that I am never going to do that again. And that's hard to do.
Right.
Somebody wrote, you know what you live in, you looks like. If a person can't love the way you need to be loved, they have to go. Yeah, but also it's like, what if the way you need love isn't comprehensible for me?
Right, and everybody need a chance to grow and change. Like how would I know what you need to fix or change if you didn't ever fuck up? Mm. You're not perfect. You get what I'm saying? So here it is, you fucked up. Let me tell you, listen, you fucked up. Don't ever do that again. Mm. That's like teaching a child some shit.
That's true. That is true. And love someone you don't love yourself. You can't love someone if you can't love yourself. That's a fact. That's exactly a fact. So somebody wrote, it depends. Some things are just not forgiven. If you cheated, you wasn't committed to trying to make the relationship work. That brings back patience with, where was it? All right, so look, so this is just a question, because this is what a lot of men think, and this is like a lot of married men think. So like, all right, let's say if you're not sexually pleasing your significant other, whether that's a male or female. They showed you, they tried to tell you, tried new things, did everything within their power that they could do, but leave you. They got some pussy or some dick one night. Told you, are you going to leave that person? If that person tried and let me say this, if they tried every way to show you what they need to be pleased and what you're lacking, and you choose not to do that, yeah, I guarantee if that person came to you, yo, I want to leave you because you're not fucking me right, it wouldn't go as smoothly as you say it.
Right, as a woman, we'd be like, the fuck you took my nigga away?
That's why I'm saying, I'm not saying infidelity is okay. No, I'm saying in certain relationships, you have to try to understand why your partner cheated. What went wrong and how can y'all make that? And if you're willing to go through that,
personally,
cool. If you're not,
I'm not, this is the thing with me as a woman. I'm 110% not for a cheater. So I need to make sure all of my shit is all the way together. Point blank, period. I need to make sure I am not giving you a reason at all to even think about cheating. Right. Meaning financially, physically, emotionally, like every type of emotion you could possibly think of, I need my shit to be 110% on point. There's no way in hell I'm gonna not even expect or think for you to not cheat, and I'm not sexually pleasing you, or I'm not financially helping you, or I'm not doing like, and I'm not speaking from a husband and wife. I'm speaking just on a general aspect, just me even just listening and hearing out from everybody else. I'm speaking out overall, like to not expect you to cheat at all. And if I feel like if you do cheat, I am going to leave you, I need my shit to be all the way together. Right. 110%.
Right. Right. Okay, I get that. I can agree with that. It'd be damn if somebody cheated and your shit only at 40%, and then like motherfucker, bitch. Let's be realistic. Right. All right. Let me read this comment. This is longer. My husband, as my boyfriend, cheated, and my patient went to godly levels. As I had to fight through the worldly things and honestly pray for the strength of patience, to where he saw me in the light of being his wife. Allah will kill the man who cheats on his wife. I got deeper into my faith and gave it to Allah, and he brought me peace and installed the patience I needed to forgive my boyfriend and trust him as my husband and the center of my home. So that's just a perfect example of a mistake was made. And it's not just always the men. It just happens. A mistake was made.
Yeah.
That patience was executed. That will was tested, and it paid off. That's not going to work every time, though.
Right.
That's not life. But that's just a perfect example of, so would you just throw away your forever because of one infidelity? Right. Or one mistake, right. And that person is willing to change? And look how much that individual grew. Look how he's the provider of the home, how he clearly made her his wife. Like, I'm not saying stay with a cheater. No. If somebody cheated, they made a mistake, they showing you how they working, and you see the growth, allow patience to see. You don't have to leave right away. Well, you see it cheat on me today. You know what? Let me see if I can do it. Yo, I can't do this 3 months later. Right. I'm sorry. I tried patience. Right. It don't work for me.
I tried to forgive you. It's not working. I tried patience. It's not working.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
patience,
not just.
And it depends on the person.
You cheated. I'm out.
So somebody wrote, what about if you don't trust based off personal insecurities, not exactly what the person did? Yo, all right, I'm going to make sure I say this to the death for you. That's me. It don't even be shit to you do. I just don't like to trust people. So the best thing I can tell you is you got to deal with yourself first. And you can't put those burdens on your significant other when they're not the reasons for it. That's some real shit. Those personal insecurities that be fucking up your relationship, don't get into a relationship until you get that fixed. Yeah. Like somebody. If you happen to do that, let it be known though. Yeah. Let it be known to the person you're dealing with. Listen, this is what's going on with me right now. I'm kind of fucked up. So, certain things I'm not going to trust you with because you never know. That person may also help you. Like, listen, babe, this is what I'm doing today. I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. You never know. So somebody wrote, this is a weird one. What if your partner is perfect, but you're just attracted to the same sex, meaning LGBTQ? If you want to be in a committed relationship, you have to give up wanting to fuck other people. Yeah. Or you have to give up an attraction. Not even that. You don't have to give. You have to be able to control it. I have no problem with you liking whatever you like in your mind, or you thinking of whoever fuck you. That's none of my business what goes on in your mind. What my business is what you do. So if you want to get into a committed relationship, you got to let all of that shit go. I give a fuck about what goes on in your mind. And that's the dumbest thing you should ever get. The dumbest thing. The dumbest thing. Don't read her. So somebody wrote because his fiance. Bah, get out. I'm not even listening to her. I'm reading these comments. Bah, sassy up. Somebody wrote that you should work on you before bringing another person to the equation. Exactly. If you know you kind of fucked up, and I know it's hard because you be feeling like you need other people to make you better in a relationship. Yeah. Nah, you gotta get that you time. But that's what I'm saying too. If you do decide that you need a person to help you get better, then you need to let them know because they probably can help. You never know. Somebody wrote, if I'm not what you want, then I must set you free. Your happiness matters too, just not mine. That is a beautiful saying, but not everybody practices that. Because I know a lot of women that be like, I do not want that motherfucker happy without me. I do not want to see you with somebody else being happy. So that's a beautiful saying, but it's not executed all the time in life. Right, Tia? Right. Of course not. Fucking nutcase. Somebody wrote, I'm fucking up everything. Somebody wrote, if I know I got baggage, I'm not going to drag someone else into that. It's difficult to say that because sometimes you do that unknowingly. You may just have somebody that you think is a friend that's just being there to comfort you or probably just give you sex whenever you need it, and then feelings happen to get involved. You cannot control your feelings. Somebody wrote, exactly, T. Bob. Therapy. Nah, I just think some people just don't like being by themselves. Some people don't like being alone. A lot of people want relationship benefits without a relationship, and that be the real issue. Right. Like, I want to pop up whenever I want to. I want you to cook when I come. I want to be rubbed down. I want all of that. But I don't want to give you all the commitment that's associated with it. And it don't work like that. You got to learn to give and take. Somebody wrote, I do too. I ask him all the time, Where you at? Meaning in his head. Y'all should never want to know what somebody's thinking. I don't know why you weak.
Where you at right now?
Thank you. Somebody wrote, what is that, charisma?
Mm-hmm.
You are very mature. Because, baby, everybody dies. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not playing with today.
You ain't killing nobody. Let me read these fucking comments, man. Bring me along. I've been doing this too long. Yo, shut up. Shut up. Somebody wrote, yes, Bart. Shut up. Fucking clowns on here. Nobody want to be alone. Yeah, I don't want to be alone either. I mean, I've learned how to, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
No, I don't wake up, damn, I want to be by myself all day. Hell no. Not at all. Somebody wrote, I wasn't always this way. It takes time and patience, self-love to get to that point. That's what I'm saying, though. That obviously she's grown. She's went through things. She's tried. This time
and
she
now
failed,
this is where
and
she
it worked.
is mentally.
But because of that patience and her trying, look how it paid off. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of good. You know how you always hear bad stories? There's a lot of good ones too. Like, a lot came out of that. Not everybody perfect, man.
I'm just scared to have my fucking time wasted. That's
stop.
the
Wait,
thing,
stop. No,
though.
stop.
Like,
Can I stop? What is your definition of time wasted? Because what a lot of y'all do is, oh, that's all he did. So you wasn't enjoying any time at all? All of that time was wasted? I'm just in general. This is what I'm asking. So what's your definition of time wasted? It's just I'm scared to have my fucking time wasted. Let me know that. So to not have my time wasted, I want relationship things, but not relationship commitment.
Okay, see, that's how you know that's a nigga talking.
Yo, what's your definition of time wasted? From a man too. Like, oh, she wasted my time. Like, how though? What did she do that wasted your time? Because clearly you was pursuing her time because you wanted it.
He wanted relationship things, not a relationship commitment. So he was wasting his own goddamn time, obviously.
Yeah. Son,
clearly.
I give up.
He's wasting his own time.
I'm not even playing with her. I'm not playing with her.
All right.
I'm not playing with her.
Let's get back to that. We have a question.
What? Bury the body. Oh my
Bury the body. They chopping up bones and burying bodies.
Oh my God.
Loving
son.
this topic. There is no time wasted. It's just lessons learned. And then the person that said he don't want his time wasted said, bro, females are players too, bro. Let's not get it twisted.
That's a fact.
Right.
This
is why he said from both aspects, male and female, what is time wasted? But your explanation of time wasted, you are clearly wasting your own time. You're not going to want relationship things, but not a relationship commitment. You need to make sure you state that. They cheat with the best of them.
That is the truth. Because a lot of people think women don't cheat. I think women cheat as much as men. They just they do it much more smoother.
No, I don't feel like a lot of people think that women don't cheat. It's not that. I feel like
I'm not saying that. I feel like people don't think women cheat as much as men cheat.
Okay, yeah.
But they just have a smoother way of doing it. You gotta learn from that.
Women have more tolerance of a man cheating than a man have tolerance of a woman cheating. A man, his shit is once you done fuck somebody else, that you're done. Women is like, I'm a fuck her up when I see every time I see him fuck her up. You better not do it again, nigga. Oh, you sorry? I forgive you. Like regular shit.
Oh, I didn't know that was regular.
But
so somebody wrote, loving the topic. There's no time wasted. It's just lesson learned. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like I don't believe that people just waste time. Which one?
The one that he said, right here.
All right, so I'm about to jump off topic. So a question
previously speaking,
not to get off topic, but I want to know, coming from a happily married, faithful male, why is it so hard to not cheat? The reason why it's so hard to not cheat is because a lot of women are willing to play a role that they weren't really designated for. Like you have much more women that are much more comfortable playing a side role. So men think like, why am I going through all of this when I can have a side bitch and cheat? That's why it's so hard not to cheat. That's what I would think. But if you choose to do that, just know like that shit always just gonna come back. Nothing's gonna stay perfect. Somebody was gonna try to play you. That's just how I feel.
Or do a tit for tat type of thing.
But the same thing with women too. It's a lot of men now that are just willing to be that nigga she called when she needs something and for some dick. That's why it's so hard because there's so many more options of that out, and that's what both
There's
parties.
There's
literally
like bitches waiting to get hit up, like waiting for your nigga, waiting for your bitch to fuck up to be like, oh, I'm here, like just patiently waiting.
That's why, and I think like when you get into an argument, you got so many easy access to options. Like when back in the day, if I got into an argument with my lady, I had to go down to the bar, meet
or you gotta
somebody
wait till you go to school. Or now you got Instagram, Snapchat, so you got every type of
it's too easy.
Everything where a bitch is there and willing and ready and waiting.
But I think that's one of the reasons why people feel it's so easy to cheat. So somebody wrote, growth. All right, if they cheat, they the best of them. No. Men cheat for the physical, or women cheat emotionally.
Why do men think that? No. I don't know why a lot of men think that. A lot of men think that women cheat.
You want to? I'm gonna explain to you why. Because majority of the time, when women cheat with the man, they're more likely to be with that person they cheated with, and that is true.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what people feel like. If she cheated on me, that's a person. That's a nigga she might end up being with.
No, I feel like men, the same way y'all think, where y'all just cheating to get this nut, there is women out there that would just cheat to get a nut. Like, I don't understand why y'all don't feel like women do the same type of shit that y'all do. That y'all really, like, and he's not the first, 5th, or 20th male that I heard say that. Like, y'all men really feel like women cheat and all feelings is involved. Like, not necessarily. Like, I know a lot of women that will go out and have a one-night stand. Like, I know a lot of women that do shit like that nowadays because they feel like they can do that. Or a lot of women that will just be like, all right, fuck it. Let me just fuck him and get a couple of bucks and go because this nigga done pissed me off. Like,
a couple of bucks, like cash?
Like cash, like prostitution. Yes. Okay. Like, I know a lot of women that do that too. That's crazy. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But then us as women, you get viewed as, oh, nah, she a hoe, she a prostitute, she this, she that. But when guys do it, it's a whole nother ball game.
Because she gonna give you some money?
Yeah, if a nigga fuck a bitch because they getting money, he's a slouch, he a broke nigga. So why we can't just be a slouch and a broke nigga? Why we gotta be a prostitute?
The same reason we a nigga and y'all bitch. Different derogatory names.
So why y'all can't just be broke? Why y'all can't be broke and we just be broke?
I'm not saying that. The same reason why y'all, oh, this nigga ain't shit, this, that, but a nigga won't do that to you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's right or cool. I'm saying our derogatory terms have its own meaning and yours vice versa. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let me read some of these comments because he going off. No. Men cheat for the physical. Women cheat emotionally. They can't handle anything they put us through.
Facts.
We cheat in peace and don't tell everybody.
Women don't be telling everybody about they cheating.
Facts. Say it louder. Exactly, bro. Bro, then where's she at? Nigga said the one that cheat with one night stand rich.
But he don't want his time wasted. Okay?
Nigga said, but well,
he don't want
it. Fuck my life up.
He got time to be wasted.
Let me get back. Let me read these comments. You guys should set up a relationship with y'all viewers in person. Have a panel for some also to speak, hear different perspectives live. I just want to say you guys are amazing every week. I love it. Keep it going. Y'all got my support. You know, we actually do consider that, but it's like, yo, we have such hectic schedules to get somebody to come to our house or to go live. It's extremely difficult because of the kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like leaving my children with people like that, except like very close. So we do try that. It's something we all working on. We trying to get people, and I don't really like company.
In due time, when we get our stuff together a little more, we are definitely trying a podcast. I just want to throw that out there. The podcast is in works. It's just that.
Hold on. No, because he's playing. Niggas saying anybody can die if Ghost got shot. Now, I know y'all. Yo, he's a clown. Nigga said cheating is expensive. My wife about to join. She starving. All right, let me read.
I think women is worse than men.
Yes. Let me read some of these comments. Plus, I am his bro too. We do it all together. Strip clubs, play games, wrestle, cook. I'm his best friend and he is mine. That is true. But sometimes for me personally, I need my space. Like, I don't want to work with Tia. Hell no.
Lord.
So, like, don't get me wrong. We best friends, we do that. But there's times when I might go get my hair cut and take the long way. Just, clear my head and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I just picked that statement up and put it back in your mouth.
What?
You don't want to work with me. Don't even think like that. Don't put that out there. We can't work together.
I'm a travel agent, like a retreat. I can book that. I mean, look, man. If whatever works for you in a relationship is working,
Time
do that.
equals cash and laughs. He's not
Yo,
lying, but he don't want his time wasted. I cannot deal.
Yeah, but and like so to just branch off that again. So to touch back on the topic, which was having patience. It depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the situation,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you should just have limits to your patience, and you should only keep executing patience if you see progress. That's my opinion.
I agree. And I also disagree with women being worse than men. I also disagree with women cheat with emotion all the time.
I don't think he said all the time.
He didn't say all the time. I just said all the time.
Yeah, because I disagree with that too. I don't think that's the case either. But I do.
Yeah.
I do think that men think like the nigga she was cheating with is the nigga she would jump into a relationship with. And I think that's where that notion comes from.
Yeah. But you know, honestly, from a woman's perspective, I feel like if a woman did do some shit like that, she did that shit out of spite. Or if she didn't do it out of spite, she was probably fucking around with that nigga the whole time that she was in a relationship. You're not gonna just cheat this one time and then now every time y'all get into an argument, you cheating with this nigga. No, y'all probably already had some shit going on. And you're gonna just that's your go-to type shit, and now you're in a relationship with your go-to because you and your nigga didn't work out.
My bro, you breaking my heart. You judge me, y'all. I didn't say all the time. Yeah, I know. He didn't say. I said that. He didn't say all the time.
No, he didn't say all the time. I said all the time because, like I said, I've heard it numerous times that women cheat with emotion. I personally feel like. Not just the people that's on this live.
But you see that
like
misconception? The same thing like when women say, oh, men will fuck anything. That's not the truth.
Yeah.
But that's where those type of misconceptions, that's why I understand what you, how people think like that. The same way, and it's unfair to men.
Yeah.
Like some niggas won't fuck everything. Some men will not stick their penis in everything.
But I think, you know why?
Many people do.
But I think that's where that misconception comes from, and yours, like you just said, because it's more of men that will fuck anything, and it's more of women that do fuck and cheat with like
people
from
do
emotion.
That in more of abundance than the opposite.
Yeah.
So like those type of misconceptions, that's where they occur. That's just how I see it.
Right.
So somebody wrote, "Who's better cheating, men or women?" Women. Women can cheat much better than men because women are able to cheat and still keep everything the same. Men will not keep their same routine. I never forget Shatia's mother one time. She was talking to us. She was like, you know your partner, how they wake up in the morning, what they doing, what they wearing, where they putting their clothes on, and then you start to notice little different things. You wasn't doing. Men are more prone to do that than women. That's why I would say women are better cheaters. But don't listen. Just because somebody good at something, don't mean they do it all the time.
Yeah.
And just because somebody good and bad at something, don't mean they're not gonna do it.
I mean, I feel like I could agree with that to an extent because I do feel like there is men that know their women and they know everything about them, how they go, where to where they would notice certain things and little things are being off. But I don't want anybody to get it misconstrued. If certain things are changing in a relationship or certain things are going a different type of way in a relationship, it don't necessarily mean that they are cheating.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I don't want them to get that.
Yeah, but I'm simply saying you get reason to suspect things are different because of that.
But I'm just saying, like, for instance, me and you in a relationship, you know everything, all this and whatever, and here you go trying to surprise me, and now you getting up a little earlier than me, or now you're doing this and the third. Because I trust you and where we are in a relationship, I'm not going to naturally just think you're cheating.
I understand. But I understand. One of the comments is, it's the type of men and women we attract that determine how much time we waste. Sometimes you have to reevaluate you as a person and see what's wrong that you keep getting these cheating women or men. That's a fact.
I agree with that 110%. Like, I hate when guys talk about, yo,
I'm sick of these bitches.
No,
fuck that. I'm sick of these bitches. I keep meeting the same bitches. You meet the same women
in the spot.
In the same surrounding you put yourself.
Right, and the same thing with females doing the same shit. Yo,
I'm tired.
All these niggas do is fuck around with these bitches. All they want to do is chill with the niggas that fuck bitches. But where you got them at? Oh, they was chilling right there up the street on the corner when I was going to the store. I met him when I was going to the store. I had a homegirl like, yo, Jabal, I see you, like you about to be married. Why I can't meet somebody that's similar? I say, yo, you ever met a man at the library? Why the fuck would I meet a nigga at the library? I'm just simply saying, change your surroundings. And cut the shit out with meeting niggas at church. Them niggas is hoes. They go to church to get the bitches. Okay?
All right.
Nah.
I'm not even going back and forth. Alright, so where do we
That's it.
Fucking Target? Nah, you know where you gotta meet them? Go to the nail salon. Get a manicure, get a pedi. Go to Bath and Body Works. You say you're getting a candle for your house.
Really?
I'm guarantee you. Because that's what Tia want to be at. I know. Listen, if I know you like to get your nails and your toes done, so I'm more likely to run into somebody like you there. Cool. You like the house and the smell good. Cool. I'm also going to the kids section and like H&M and Zara, knowing I ain't got no kid, but just get something for my nephew. You're more likely to meet somebody that got their shit together in places like that.
That was a good one. Because I was looking at you like, I'm glad we go to the same nail salon.
I'm done. All right. All right. What about me in the biggest freak in church?
This is what I'm saying. Guys really do that, and they want to get the the female that sings in a choir, but they want the lead singer, the one with the vocals.
I'm done. Nigga said this nigga is bugging. No, I'm telling you, yo, that's where they be, and a lot of them just be home, bro. You know what I realized too? You know what I used to think like when I was
at work.
Yeah, listen to me. Yo, where do these bitches be? Like I never see you nowhere. Where you be? At work. Focus on her goals. You're not really gonna meet women like that often. They don't go out much. They're focused. You're not gonna bump into. You don't see them on the train because they got a car. Or their boyfriend always driving them somewhere. You don't see them at the spot because they like to chill. You might see them at an event because their girl dragged them out.
We've been living in Jersey for so many years. And up until, this is a serious comment. Up until this day, I still get men trying to talk to me and shit. Like the random days that I decide to take a cab home or stand outside and wait for a cab or just walk home. Yo, I never see you out. You not from out here. Look how you dress. You not from out here. I never see you. Because my man takes me to work or he picks me up or I take a cab. I'm like from point A to point B. Like,
nobody, bro. You gotta meet them at Rikers Island or visit them when they vulnerable. Yo, I know a lot. Yo, listen, I know a lot of dudes that meet them chicks on them websites where you could like email or mail the convicts and get their relationship. Listen to me. What's so funny? Yo. I know a lot of dudes that really do that. They don't be the best looking dudes, but they be supportive. They find somebody that's right for them. Look, man, you can't knock something. If that's how they get it. But it's cool when a bitch do a bid with a nigga that cheat on her all the time.
No, but you know, they be a lot of old faithfuls. There be a lot of old faithfuls on the visits.
Exactly.
A lot of old faithfuls on the visits.
Exactly. I'm saying, look, Rikers Island may be the spot.
That's it. That's the new spot. T Black said you got to meet them on Rikers Island on a visit while they vulnerable. That's where you meet the best bitches.
Nigga said, I bet. So let's get coffee. You cute. Fast.
No, really? That's the type of shit you gotta say. Like, you cannot be saying...
Yeah, what up, mom? What's up with you, though? Chill.
Yo, shorty, yo.
Hold on. Chill. What up?
But you know the new thing? You got Instagram? No, let me get your Instagram. I'm married. Nah, but I'm just taking your Instagram. Just want to be your friend.
So that's
like,
the deal. That's like having your number.
It's the same shit.
It's like having
I don't understand why niggas really think that's not the same shit, bro. That's the same shit. You can call people on Instagram. Do you know that? You can? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Rich called me.
I just called T Black.
Oh.
You can FaceTime them on Instagram. You can FaceTime them on
Facebook. So that's why chicks be going so. That's why you go so hard with too many likes or pictures or.
Absolutely. That's why I'm there with the eyes in the grass. I'm here.
You're a clown. No, you're a clown.
I'm liking the pictures.
No, you're a clown. Yo, ain't nothing worse. Yo, let me tell you one time. One time I had posted something. And my bro hit me in my thing. He said, yo, boy, Tia liking these pics. I think it's best you take these shits down. Nigga said, yo, I'm off this shit. Why? Because my lady liked the picture. She ain't text me. I mean, she watching what I'm doing. And I'm out of here. She could have easily text me, niggas are like a pic. Oh, brother, here we go. Here we go.
You have to like the pic. It was a whole big thing before. Like, me and Bar are no longer friends on social media.
I don't ever.
Because...
Would you like to tell him?
He posted a picture of something or commented under somebody's shit.
No,
I posted a picture.
Somebody commented under my.
Somebody comment. It was pertaining to the caption, but it was something about Frozen, and it was like, do you want to build a snowman? And he comment back, I guess, the rest of the verse to the shit. So I comment under it, under the girl, and was like, yeah, we could all build a snowman. Like, the fuck?
You're a clown.
And she was like, excuse me, like, whatever, however she felt like, oh, you making a fool of yourself because you under here comment. No, bitch, I'm not. And it went as far as we could meet up, link up, and all that. But this is my thing. At the end of the day, you saying you disagree, but this is my thing.
Don't start yelling at me. I'm telling you now.
I'm not yelling. My thing is, at the end of the day, bitch, whoever you are, I didn't disrespect you. I said we can all build a snowman. She started getting disrespectful first. If you're not fucking him or fucking with him, you know this is his girl. What you mad for? You could have just excused yourself from the comments, or you could have said shorty bye, or why did it go as far as you wanting to link and fight? Okay, so cool, let's link and fight, because obviously you feel away. Like, that was my whole thing. Like, I didn't come under my man's post disrespecting him.
This is exactly why. Don't follow me.
That's why I don't follow you.
All right.
Yeah.
But Tia, like, stop. If Tia wants to see my page, she can see.
I can, absolutely. I got mad at my friends is following you. So
I don't do that. I don't into Tia's friend. I don't want to follow your friend. I don't give a fuck what you doing on it. That's none of my business. I don't give a fuck what you doing. Let me bring somebody. I remember that. Get the fuck out of here. If this girl on my IG who reacts to all his stories, he ignored a bitch every time. And every day, she's seen a pop her ugly ass back up in his DMs.
Those are the females that's waiting for you to fuck up.
Yep.
Literally.
But look, man, let me get this clear. Men know that y'all got that times 10. Like, that's just an unsaid thing.
Nah, but truthfully, I get what you're saying, but seriously, it don't always be like that. There's a lot of, I feel like there's more men that respect a female in a relationship than it is females respecting a man in a relationship.
I completely disagree.
Nah, I feel like
disagree.
You feel like it's more niggas willing to fuck with a chick that's in a relationship?
Yeah.
No, hell no, baby.
I completely disagree.
Nah.
I think it's more women that'll be like, nigga, ain't that your girlfriend? Get the fuck out of my face.
Nah, I feel like it's more, I don't know, so maybe it's just me.
Yeah,
maybe niggas just respect me. I feel like, not respect like, oh, she's here, but respect my morals, probably. Because I feel like more dudes is more like not willing to hit me up than I would see like bitches trying to hit up a nigga. Like in general, or I'm just thinking about me and my friends. Like, oh, for instance, I have like a single friend. No, seriously, I have a single friend. Like, oh, you got such and such as a mutual friend. And I'd be like, oh, that's such and such nigga. Oh, girl, bye. On some regular shit. Like, oh, fuck it, I don't want him. Opposed to being like, that's what? So still plug me in.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's more women like that than there are men that, hey, fuck with. I ain't gonna fuck with. No, I'm gonna still shoot my shit. Fuck you. All she gotta say is no. That's how niggas think. She got a man. All right, cool. I'm gonna see she still wanna fuck with me.
A female said women are the worst.
I think
he said that's why his IG account is linked to my motherfucking account.
All right, that's it. So that's it right there. Once you talk about linking shit, listen.
Yo.
Nigga said, hold on. There's some nigga said she was a fan of Fatal Assassin. First of all, that's the old dance group. That's it. That's it. Yo, great week, great night. End this.
Okay, so today's topic was about having patience for your spouse. And it went into cheating, forgiving. Mm-hmm.
But all of that plays.
If you guys appreciate and like what we are doing, please share our videos.
Right. And
you have a YouTube comment, baby.
Yes. Yes. Somebody wrote, she know he could dance. She just want to dance in the snow. Chill, Tia. Laugh out loud, just joking. That's it. Talk about the snowman. That's it, because you fucking me up. Turn it off, Tia. Nigga said she just want to dance in the snow.
The bitch just want
to shut up, man.
But in any event, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the feedback. I tell you guys that all the time. I appreciate the comments. It's intriguing when you guys get involved with us or give us things to answer or inquire about with you guys. We appreciate it. So again, we're gonna start doing this every Mondays because
it's better.
It's better to do it on Mondays for us because we already started and we already started our day. Our children are more like crying
Right.
because they're already tired from school.
Right.
And we are already like up and going from
Right.
our work today and schools
Right.
and everything like that.
Mondays.
So Mondays at 7 p.m., guys, you guys start tuning in. And again, like I said, between work and school schedules, we are trying to do this podcast thing because we would like to have people come in and call and things of that. What's next week's topic? Need to be prepared. Inbox me and you tell me what next week's topic is. I need the topics from you guys because we on like video. What video is this? Like the 20th video.
Oh, baby.
We are on like the 20th video. So tune into our YouTube channel. You'll see all the videos. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. Inbox with the topics for next week.
What I was about to say. You see, it was more people on there.
Mm-hmm. And I like the invite and shit because everybody I invited tuned in.
Mondays, bro. We more active than about. I ain't feel tired jumping into this. Sundays, yeah. Like, come on. Yeah. You know.
Why you watching these things?